Hey guys, I'm gonna give everybody just a couple minutes to jump on before I start. I know this has been so hectic trying to get this together. The original service that I planned on using was not working, and so we threw this together at the last second. So give me a second to make sure I have everything set up correctly, and then hey guys, I'm going to give everybody just a couple minutes to jump on before I start. I know this has been so hectic trying to get this together. The original service that I planned on using was not working, and oh my goodness, sorry. The broadcast was playing from my YouTube channel, and I was like, what is going on? What is the deal? So I am not very good with technology. So anyway, so I think everything is set up now. I'm hoping. I'm waiting on a message to make sure everything's going okay. And then I will get started with my info. So let me send a quick message to make sure. Bear with me because I am a YouTube live stream newbie. So, how exciting and crazy is this? Okay. All right. So, we are going to rock and roll. So I'm going to share my screen and go through some slides with you guys and just kind of give you a little bit of info on how I got started as a coach and where this journey's taking me and how you get started too. So I'm going to see if I can share my screen. Okay, let's see if this is working. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think that we got it. Maybe. What is going on? Okay, I think that's it. So I want to welcome everybody to the call or to the webinar. I normally do calls, and this is my first webinar. So if it's a little choppy and doesn't go really smooth, then I apologize. I really just have to learn how to work this and get better at it. So thank you for joining me. I'm Annie. For those of you that don't know me, I am a 2-star Diamond Beachbody Coach. I'm also the founder of Team Motivation Nation. We are growing to be a very big team, and which is amazing. I love that, and it's awesome. So I'm going to go on. About me, I am a wife. I am a mom of a 7-year-old little boy. I am a stepmom. There's some things. I joined as a Team Beachbody Coach in March of 2013. Like I said, I'm 2-star Diamond. And, you know, I've become a gold digger, kind of, over the course of being a coach. I didn't start off that way. When I started as a coach, I was over 200 pounds, and I had I had my son, and he was about 5 years old, I guess, at this time, and I struggled to lose the weight. I gained about 95 pounds while I was pregnant with him, which was ridiculous, and nobody warned me about, you might want to slow down there a little bit. I thought that I wouldn't have any problems losing the weight because I've been fairly athletic my entire life. So I didn't think that it would be a big deal or very hard for me to lose it. And I was wrong. So, I was at a point in my life where I was so miserable and I was struggling with losing the weight, and it just was just sending me spiraling into a depression. I hated who I saw in the mirror. I would go shopping and would leave in tears all the time. I didn't have any energy. I never wanted to do things with my son. I never wanted to go anywhere. I was always fairly, active, and I always like to go out and do things and meet new people and, just be a friend and that sort of thing. And during this time, I didn't want to be, because I didn't want anybody to see me, because I hated the way I looked and I hated the person I was becoming. I was very negative. And on top of all of that, my husband and I were going through a lot of financial issues. We ended up losing our home to foreclosure. We had to file bankruptcy. And that just kind of compounded all those other issues. I continued to use food as a stress relief because, that's what I began to know. That I made that a habit. And so that's kind of what continue to make it worse and worse. So a friend invited me to become a part of a challenge group. And I know that if you're on this call, then you've probably heard the person that invited you to this call talk about challenge groups and how amazing they are and how much fun they are. And, all of the results that you're seeing posted on Facebook about all these people, losing tons of weight and stuff like that. And, and I'd see those come across Facebook, and I always thought it was crap. Like, I thought that they were, lying, or I thought, there's no way that could happen for somebody. And I was a very big skeptic. Like, I tried so many different things. So many people would, introduce me to different products. Or I was, before that, I was always like the pill person. Like, I would go find, like energy pills or something like that, and try to use those. And so, when I was hearing about all this stuff, I just was not a big believer in it. And a friend invited me to a challenge group, and I, first of all, we didn't have the money, because we had just gone through a foreclosure. We'd actually had to live with my in-laws for several months because of this. And, I just didn't think it was financially possible. I didn't think that it would work, number one, and I just was very, just not in it. Like, I just didn't think that I could do it and all of those things. And so a friend continued to invite me, and I kept saying no and no. I was like, no, that's okay. You go ahead. I'll kind of watch from the sidelines or whatever. And I kept seeing stuff on Facebook and all of these girls having a good time and just having fun and just kind of feeding off of each other and, providing support. And that was something I didn't have at the time. Like, I didn't have, a friend that wanted to work out with me. I didn't have anybody in my life that was even wanting to get healthy. So to see that from other people, it got me interested. It kind of, I was like, well, I might think about that, or that might be a good idea. I'll kind of keep my eyes open. And so finally, a friend messaged me and was like, hey, I have this challenge group, and it was at like a cheaper rate or something like that. And I thought, what, whatever, let's do it. Okay. So I joined her challenge group. I ended up getting Insanity, which I'm sure most of you guys have heard about. And I started on Shakeology. I started drinking a shake a day. I replaced one meal a day with Shakeology. And I, within the first like 7 days for sure, I started feeling so much better. Like, I had so much energy. I started feeling good again. Like, I didn't even know how to explain it to people when they'd ask me, like, what are you on, or what are you doing, and I always thought, I'm like, what, I just felt great. Like, I was jumping up out of bed. I wasn't taking naps in the afternoon like I had for so long. Because every day, like around lunchtime or right after, I would be dead. Like, I would pass out and take a nap. Or on the weekends, like, I would sleep in and I would sleep like half the day away. And after I started drinking Shakeology, I immediately started feeling so much better. Like, I just had energy and all of that. So I did Insanity like a crazy person. I thought, if I'm going to do something, I want something that's going to challenge me. Like, I know myself. And if it isn't like instant jam-packed fun and immediately get started, like if it's real slow paced, I would never do it because I'm too ADD. Like, I would totally be shiny penny syndrome and not end up doing it. And I wanted something that was going to challenge me. And so I started with that, and I lost like 20 pounds in the first 30 days. And it's a 60-day program, and I ended up losing a little over 45 pounds in the 60 days of the program. And I was like blown away, and everybody and their moms were asking me what I was doing, and I was just sharing my journey on Facebook and just sharing how much it was helping me. And so I decided to become a coach. I know that my coach was probably surprised about it because she had asked me about it a few times, and I always thought that I didn't have the money to do it, that it wasn't financially possible. And I thought that, you had to have, there's so many misconceptions about these type of businesses because, there's always somebody out there that has that negative comment or like, oh, that's a pyramid scheme, or you're going to have to pay all this money to be able to do that. And you're never going to make $1, or you're going to have to harass all your family members or something like that. And that's what I always thought. Like, that's what, I thought. I was like, oh, she just has to do, all of this stuff. And it's never possible for someone like me because, I'm not a fitness person. I'm not a fitness model. I was at the biggest I'd ever been in my life, when I started the journey and stuff like that. And so, I let those things, those doubts creep in. And then finally, after I was kind of referring all of my friends to my coach, I was like, what am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, that's ridiculous. I'm not bugging them to, for them to buy something or for them to want to do this program. I'm just sharing how well it's worked for me. And then I'm telling them to go to someone else. Like, that didn't make any sense to me. And so, I finally jumped in with both feet and signed up to be a coach. And it just kind of, like, my life did a complete, 180, just totally turned around. Once I signed up to be a coach, I started just sharing, even more on Facebook and through social media and talking about how well, these programs have helped me and changed my life. And I never once, posted something salesy. Like, I never, I didn't want to be that person. I didn't want to be that person that started something new and then 2 weeks later was like, oh, I'm on to something else. I knew that if I did this, I was going to be wholeheartedly in it, no matter how long it took me, and for me, it was never about really the money because I didn't understand how the money worked. I just wanted to have a good time. I wanted to help people feel good like I felt good. Like, it'd been so many years that I've forgotten what it felt like to even feel good, to feel like myself. And so to have that person back, and to be able to share that with other people, like, that was my motive. And I knew that if I did that with a whole heart and was not, forcing products down someone's throat, I knew that there was no way that I couldn't be successful. I just knew that there was something, about this company and about the people that were involved in the groups and stuff like that was completely different than anything else I'd ever been a part of. And so, that was kind of what I kept in the back of my mind the whole time, when I signed up. Because, of course, when I signed up, there were people that were like, what are you doing? Like, they're just going to scam you. And, you always have that negative person that's in the back of your mind, and makes you question what you're doing. When I knew how well it worked for me, I knew how much it changed my life. So why was I even listening to someone that didn't even have a clue, that was a person like I was when I first started and didn't understand and didn't really know what it was capable of doing for you. And so, I knew that I had to, just keep blinders on and keep going down my path. And so that kind of, is how I got started as a coach. And what I've been able to do since I've been a coach, blows my mind. Sometimes, I've worked the whole, after I'd lost my job and we'd gone through that foreclosure, it wasn't very long and I found another job. And, so I've worked full time the whole time. I've been able to maintain my mom role, my wife role, all of those things, all while being a coach. But what's even better about this is I've been able to earn money by helping people get fit, by doing something that I could do, that I had done myself, and be able to share that with someone else was amazing to me. I was blown away when I got my first paycheck and I was like, what in the world? Seriously, I thought I was going to have to go sell to every person in the world, or every person in the world was going to have to buy something for me to make $1. And so when that, when my first paycheck came in and it was over $140, I was blown away. I was like, oh my God, seriously, that was enough to pay my son's daycare at the time, and that was kind of my first goal, was just to set up, it's if this makes enough to pay for my son's daycare, then it makes it worth it. And so, that first paycheck kind of made it make sense, and when I'd signed up, I never even paid attention to how we were paid. I didn't know, what we got paid on or anything like that, because that wasn't why I started. I really just wanted to have a good time. And yeah, I wanted to get paid, but I wasn't really worried about the specifics of it, I guess. So anyway, so I have been able to create a full-time income, and by the end of the year I will be making 6 figures after being in this since March of 2013. My paychecks, which I'm going to share a little bit more about that here in a bit, but what's awesome about it is, you know, when you become a coach, you have initial goals, but you don't really understand how big this is and how awesome that it can be for your life and for your family. You know, I didn't know what a big blessing it would be for us. And so when I first got in, I didn't set some huge goals, but as I was realizing these things, you know, I started changing my why, and things, you know, started making more sense. And I wanted to give back to people, and I wanted to give, you know, how I've been, you know, blessed. And so I've been able to pay for all my grandmother's bills since November of last year. I've been able to help several families in the holidays, you know, either through a Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas presents or whatever for needy families. And that's something that I wouldn't have been able to do. You know, we're going to be paying for a wedding in cash, and that's something else. Like, my husband and I have been together for 8 years, and we've been married, I guess, for 4 of those, maybe something like that. And we have so many anniversaries, I forget which day it is, but we got married, and I didn't want to have a wedding because I was so big. Like, I went to try on wedding dresses, and I think it was like a size 20 or size 16 or something like that. And I remember looking in the mirror and being like, there is no way I'm having a wedding. Like, no, I'm not doing this. I was like, you know, not going to happen. And so now that I've been able to lose some weight and go try on dresses, I'm now in like a size 4 wedding dress, and we're going to be able to pay for a wedding in cash because of Beachbody and because of the income I've been able to bring in through it. So this opportunity is for everybody, and I know that that, you know, there's so many doubts in people's minds, and there's so many hesitations, or there's so many things that you may have heard that aren't correct. And I just want to let you know that if I can do this, anybody can do it. And all it takes is somebody that wants more out of life, and that wants to be to contribute to their family, and to just grow as a person, as a leader. And those are the things that have changed in my life for sure. Being a part of personal development and being part of these groups and our team and stuff like that, it's those things that are priceless to me. And those are the things that mean, of course, more than money to me. And those are things that I never were a part of before this. And if I were to lose, you know, if this opportunity was to go away tomorrow and I didn't get another thing from it, I would be completely fulfilled because of the relationships and the people that have been brought into my life because of this. So it's not always about the income. Sometimes it's about the support that you get that you wouldn't have, you know, any other way. So anyway, I'm going to shut up about my story. That's just a quick glimpse of it, and I'm going to get on with the slides. So I hope that this is showing on everybody's end, because that would really suck if I've gone through this whole thing. Nobody has been able to hear it. So hopefully, if you are listening, will you send me a text and let me know that everything's good? So I'm going to move on. So what is Beachbody, and what do they represent? Like, Beachbody is a large health and fitness company that is the creator of tons and tons of health and fitness programs. They're top notch. They are used by many, you know, tons of celebrities. There's celebrity trainers that either coordinate and, you know, put these together, or there's people that use them. Like Missy Elliott just did Insanity in T25, and you should see her results. Like, it's amazing. And I think I have a slide that has those on there. But these are programs that, you know, everybody knows about. Like, if you go to anybody, if you go to your next door neighbor or a friend at school, or, you know, one of your kids' teachers or something like that, and you mention P90X, I guarantee they're going to know what it is. So we represent this company, and we show people how to get started on a program and help them, support them through it pretty much. Because, you know, not everybody can get to a gym. Not everybody even knows what to do at a gym because, you know, if you're anything like me, you go in there and you'll do like 10 minutes cardio or something like that. You'll lift a couple weights and you'll get kind of sweaty, take a selfie, and then you're out. And then you're wondering why you don't get results because, you know, everybody needs a structured program and they need something that kind of gives them exact guidelines on what to do. And especially if you're brand new at working out, because, you know, it's frustrating to go to a gym for 6 months and wonder what you're doing wrong and not know and not get any results. So that's why Beachbody puts together these programs. And a lot of these are good for moms. I mean, that's something that was important to me because I couldn't go to the gym. And at the time, my husband wasn't going to let me pay for a gym membership. And we didn't live close to a gym. I had my son, you know, there was nobody to watch him or whatever. And if you pay for a gym membership, then you got to pay for the daycare on top of that. And so it just didn't make sense for me to do that. And so that's what I love about these. I mean, these programs give you an exact guideline to what you need to do. They give you the workout schedule. It tells you what day you need to do what. Gives you meal guides. Everything you need to get amazing results. And there's so many different options for everybody. I mean, there's excuse me, if you like weights, there's Les Mills Pump. If you like PiYo, which is more like a Pilates and yoga, you know, mashup kind of thing. That's perfect for you. Insanity. Everybody knows Insanity, and that's probably one of my favorites. I love Shaun T. He's so amazing. Like, he just gets you pumped up, you know. And there's the 21-Day Fix, which I'm sure you've heard about, and that is a killer program. That program has sold more than any other programs almost combined in the last 10 months. So, and the reason is because it's simple, it's quick, and it gives you an exact detail on what you need to do, which is amazing. So I love it. So many people in my groups have had amazing results from it. Like, I can't even, it's so crazy to see some of them, and I can see why people may think that it's, you know, a lie or something because they're awesome. And it, you know, results like that don't happen, but those people put in the work, and the combined support from us and the exact detail on what to do. I mean, it's a no-fail plan. So that's kind of what Beachbody is. Team Beachbody was created whenever the creators of Beachbody got together and realized, like, the people that were getting the best results were the people that were part of the website community at the time. And this was years ago. Excuse me. And this was before there were coaches. And they were wondering, you know, those people that were part of, like, it was like a web board at the time, you know, where people could go in and message and stuff like that. And those people that were a part of that were getting the best results. And so, you know, the owners or the creators said, you know, I don't want to just put this in more people's hands. I want the people that have it to do it and to get great results. And that's how Team Beachbody was created, which is the coaching network. So that's what I love about it. And there's not a lot of health and fitness networking companies that can say the same. Most of them have created a product and then went and found network marketers to go push it everywhere. And this is the opposite, which is what I love about it. So, excuse me. So I'm going to move on a little bit to the next slide and a little bit about what we do. You know, I know that you may get that question a lot, or I get it a lot. Like, what do you do? How do you earn money? I don't understand how this whole thing works. And what we do basically is we share our journey with others through social media. That's how I got started. That's how many of the coaches on my team have gotten started. And that's just sharing you. That's just being real with people and showing up every day and just posting about your workouts and what you're doing and showing your results and just being an encouragement, like a bright light to people that have so much darkness in their life. You know, you're being a friend to them and helping them through their journey and being that accountability partner that most people don't have. So that's really important to people when they're just starting off in their journey, is having a friend next to them and just being that coach or that support net that they need. Being a product of the product, which means just showing up every day and doing your workouts and drinking your Shakeology and living the life of someone that's trying to better themselves and take care of their health and making fitness a priority. So we also host virtual fitness groups through Facebook. There's coaches that do it a little bit different, but most of it's done through Facebook. We host a group where we, add people into that, and then we help them through their product, whichever one it is. So, I think the slides are stuck. Let me see. Give me just a second and see if I can figure out how to do this. Let me see. Screen share. I hope it's working. Somebody message me and let me know if it is or not. Sorry, give me just a second. Two seconds, sorry. I want to make sure you guys are seeing the slides. I don't want to. Oh gosh, no, don't tell me that. Hold on, I don't know why it's not showing the slides. Screen share. What's the deal? Why isn't it working? Screen share, let me see. Desktop, maybe that's why. Let's see if this will work real fast. Okay, yeah, it is now. Yes or no? Yes, no, no, yes. Sorry. I have someone messaging me to make sure that you guys can see the slides. I'm going to pull it up again and see. So, yes, it is now. They were, but they're gone. Okay. What's the deal? Let's see. Now let me know. Sorry, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Yes, no. I'm sorry to keep you guys waiting, but I would hate to get all the way through this and none of the slides are showing. So this thing has given me fits all day long anyway. So let me know. I'm waiting. I hope so. Oh my gosh, what is the deal? Okay, let me try something else. Give me 2 seconds, see if I can. Okay, let's see. Let me try this and see if this works. Oh gosh, that's not. Oh no. No, stop screen share. Oh my gosh, I don't know what the deal is. Okay, I'm sorry guys. Oh, bear with me for just a minute. Start screen share. Okay, let me know if that's working. I don't know what else to do. I'm just gonna have to move on if that's not working because I'm saying screen share and it's showing them, so. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Wonder what the deal is. Present, let's see, let's try this. Okay, now let me know what that looks like. I don't know how to move through the slides this way, so we're gonna have to find out. Yes, but not slides. Oh gosh, what the heck? Sorry. It says I'm screen sharing. I don't understand why there's not slides there. Okay, guys, sorry. Give me just a minute. I'm gonna keep talking, I guess, and going through this. It's perfect. I think that we're on a delay, and so when I get something right, you know, I change it before they, so it's not going to be, okay, let me try this. Okay, I'm just going to move on. So anyway, I hope this is right. If it's not, message me. Okay, so anyway, where was I at? We host virtual fitness groups. So through Facebook or whatever your social media platform is of choice. And the reason why we do that is because there's so many more people you can reach through social media that you wouldn't have normally been able to reach. And it also frees up a lot of time for you, because if you're going to host fitness groups locally or something like that, which is something that a lot of us coaches do occasionally, but when you do it through social media, you can reach so many more people, and that was something I was kind of worried about in the beginning, is thinking, I don't want to go find a bunch of people that I don't know. But when you're living this lifestyle and you are leading by example and you are being a product of the product and you're sharing your life and your journey with people, and just having conviction to, sorry, I keep getting messages, to just be that for someone. Let me try it one more time. I don't know why it's not it's okay. Let's try this. Okay, hope this is working. I don't know. I'm sorry. I keep losing my train of thought. Anyway, you meet lots of people through social media, and a lot of those people will become your best friends, even though you may not, that may be something that kind of makes you nervous in the beginning. But some of the people I've met on social media have become seriously like my closest friends, and people that I can't imagine my life without now. So, and those people will be attracted to you when you're showing up every day and you're being an example, and you're just living that lifestyle that a lot of people want to live, but they don't know how to start. And when they have somebody that they can completely relate to, and somebody that's has a lot of common interests and stuff like that, you make a connection with those people, and you know and they become lifelong friends, whether they continue in one of your challenge groups or not. But that's one of the things I love about this is, meeting people that I wouldn't have normally met. And, I used to be sort of a social butterfly, when I was younger and in high school and in college and that sort of thing. And when I gained a lot of weight, I hid. I became a hermit and stuff like that. So being out with people and being supported through social media and meeting all these extra people and just becoming, that person that I was before, and just being confident again, was amazing, and so that's, I guess what we do as far as challenge groups. As a coach, you'll enjoy a 25% discount, 25% off discount on all products. And what I want to say about that is something that's big for me, because I know a lot of other health companies that make you buy in at a certain amount so that you can enjoy a certain discount. And that's not something I agree with, because that sets a lot of the newbies up for failure, because with other health companies, you get like a 40% discount or a 30% discount or something like that. And you have to buy product at that discount, and then you can turn around and sell that to someone else, like somebody that you meet at a cheaper rate than, say, if a brand new person starts that company and they only have the 30% discount and the person that's higher than them gets a 50% discount, then they can go and sell that to someone else for a lot cheaper, and they make more money off of it. So that's not fair, and that was something that really worried me, and I was so thankful that Beachbody wasn't that way. Everybody is the same exact discount. You get it the day you start, and then to the day you end. It doesn't matter. Everybody gets 25% off. So nobody can go around you and say, hey, I get a better discount, so I can give you a better, price on this product or whatever. So I love that. So everybody gets the same discount across the board. Also is, we use this opportunity to provide extra accountability for your own fitness journey. And that's something that was big for me, because and that was one of the initial things that I got started, because I wanted to be able to continue to stay fit. fit. And I knew myself, and if I knew that I didn't stay connected and plugged into what I was doing, that I would fall back into my old habits. And that's something that being a part of this, we won't let you do. You know what I mean? We will stand beside you and we'll help you, and we'll make sure that you are staying accountable to your own fitness journey. And you don't have to be at your goal weight. In fact, we would rather you not be, because, people relate to those that have the same struggles as they do, and there's going to be people that you're going to be able to reach that I would never be able to, and vice versa. And so when you're on your journey, you're showing people that you're showing up every day and that you're working for it, So I think people have a little bit more trust in people that aren't, you know, I guess, or some people do. I shouldn't say more trust, but I'm saying that you're going to, relate to those people that have had to struggle a little bit or something like that versus someone that can blink their eyes and lose weight. So being on your journey is very important. You can already be started. You can love health and fitness, but as you're working towards it, I think it's just best to be sharing it and that you're still working on your own journey. So anyway, we are girl bosses or guy bosses, whatever you want to call it. We are the CEO of our own businesses. We're a business owner now. We're leaders. We are friends. We are encouragers. We are your personal cheerleaders. Those are the things that we do as a coach. So the moment you sign up as a coach is the moment you own your own business. There will be nobody standing over you, making you do something you don't want to do. There's no sales quotas. There's nothing like that. Now, if you want to set goals and completely rock it out of the gate, then we will run with you and we'll help you do every step of the way. But if you just want it, for the discount or something like that, or you just want to kind of use it for your own accountability and kind of feel the water, then that's fine. Nobody's going to stand over you and say, oh, you can't be a coach if you don't go and sell something or something like that. That's not how this works. It's your business and you can work it the way you want to. And we are here for you, like I said, to give you the trainings and stuff like that if you do want to run with it. So that's awesome. So I'm going to move on. Hope we're seeing these still. What you don't have to do, you don't have to stock any products. You don't have to have any kind of inventory. You don't have to ship your own products, which is amazing. I looked into a couple other companies, just kind of curious how it all worked. And that was something you had to do. You had to stock product. You had to buy a bunch of product and sell it, like I said, at your discount, or you bought it at your discount and then you had to sell it at retail. And I don't really agree with that. And so maybe other people do, and that's fine, but that's just not the way I wanted to work. I didn't want to have to buy in at a bunch of products that I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to sell. I mean, who wants to stock their garage or their shelves full of something? To be a part of something like that. I didn't agree with that. And so you don't have to do that here. You don't have to be a fitness professional or a model or anything like that. You don't have to have any kind of nutritionist degree. You don't have to be a personal trainer. You don't have to know anything about fitness at all, really, other than being on your own journey and sharing what you've done so far. That's it. Like, you don't have to know a thing about it. And what's awesome is we have a lot of trainings and tools that we can help you, teach you things along the way that trainers and nutritionists have put together for us to make it easier for us, and to be able to give sound advice and to be able to help people do things without having to go spend a bunch of money on a degree. So you don't have to have any experience in doing this at all. I didn't have a day of experience in any of this. The last time I'd probably worked out was probably in high school or right after. I didn't know a thing about it. Like, my idea of getting skinny was going to buy the pills at GNC or whatever and then starving myself for a couple days, taking those pills or whatever and getting and not eating very much and then like running a bunch or something. Or like I said, going to the gym and spending 10 minutes on the cardio and lift a couple weights and be out of there. So I definitely didn't have any clue what I was doing when I first started. I just kept learning and going and just did what the program told me to do, and it worked. So you don't have to be at your goal weight. We've already talked about that. Shipping any products, you don't have to do that. You don't have to maintain your websites, which I love. If you have been a part of this whole progress is putting this thing on here, it's been fun. So I have I'm not very tech savvy, and so putting together a website just makes my mind spin. And so not having to do that's awesome. You know, you get 3 websites as a coach, and I'm going to touch on that also, that you don't have to maintain. It's all done for you. So here are some success stories of some coaches that are either on my team or a part of a big team that I'm on, and just kind of shows you what results are possible. And this is just like not even a quarter of the results that come in on a daily through our team page and stuff like that. Tons and tons of weight loss, amazing transformation stories. And these are all people that are normal moms, normal wives, you know, that just decided they wanted to make a change in their life, you know, and got amazing results with their program. And most of these ladies are all coaches now because of that. So it's awesome. I'm up here, but I've lost about 60 pounds now. I think Jessica's, I don't know what she's down now, but she looks amazing. Angel just had a baby not too long ago and looks amazing. You ought to see her insanity transformation. There's just so many great transformations. It blows my mind. Julie, of course, hot mama. So I love it. I love these kind of things and being able to be a part of, you know, some of these girls' transformations and just helping them and being that support is just great. So I'm going to move on. I know you probably heard about all this team stuff we talk about. You know, we post stuff on Facebook, we blow it up on Thursdays, and we talk about how awesome these ladies are doing. And that's the people that are on our team, the people that have trusted in us to become a coach, or we've either inspired or encouraged them some way, and they've decided to give it a shot themselves, which I love. I think that's awesome. You'll be part of a very large team, successful team that will support you the whole way. We have monthly trainings we'll plug you into, one-on-one support, and making it very simple for you is very important. And that's what our goal is, and that's what we'll help you do. And like I said, we will, when you get started, we will set up a one-on-one call with you and go over some things that make it very easy. And we will, you know, spend a lot of time with you just one-on-one and making sure, you know, how quickly you want to take it, and setting up some initial goals in the beginning to kind of get you started easy and get you earning money back fairly quickly if that's one of your goals. And so we try to make it as simple as possible and not overwhelm you with too much info, but you will have all the support that you need. And that is something that, you know, when you join this team, you will be able to be a part of. And the one thing I do say is you have plenty of training. It will be up to you to take advantage of it. There will never be a time where you'll say that I don't know how to do this, or I don't think I know how to do that. Because if you are a part of it, there's so much of it that there's no way that you wouldn't be able to know, because we teach all of those things. So we also do lots of prizes and incentives all of the time. Like the ladies on my team will win a couple of different prizes this month for hitting certain goals. And I love giving away stuff. I love giving my team prizes. I love, you know, buying them stuff. That's just, that's, I guess, my love language. I love to buy stuff for people. So anyway, we do lots of fun stuff. Here's some quick pictures of part of our team. I don't have one with all of us because there's so many of us, obviously. And this one, everybody's cracking up because that's how we are when we get together. We act goofy and we have a good time, and it's seriously like hanging out with some of your best friends. I mean, they do become your best friends because, you know, you just kind of grow together, you learn together, and it's a lot of fun. Like, we have a blast. We always we do stuff. There's always trainings available that we meet up and go to and stuff like that. And we make a day of it. You know, who don't want to hang out with your best friends and do fun stuff? So anyway, so how do we earn money? I know that's probably what a lot of people are wondering about. I didn't know exactly either. So we all earn a 25% commission on any products that are purchased from your retail site. Like I said, you have 3 websites that you'll get. And anytime anybody buys something off that site, you'll get a commission back from it. It's automatically sent to you. You'll set up your direct deposit. It's for paid on Thursdays. And like I said, anytime they buy, and that's from the moment you sign up. Within an hour, your back office will be set up. Your websites will be set up. And if somebody wants to buy something immediately, every bit of that commission will go to you immediately. So you don't have to wait a certain period or anything like that to start earning money. You'll get to immediately. excuse me, after hitting a certain goals, a couple of goals, like as a brand new coach, you'll start being able to earn a team cycle bonus, excuse me. And what that is pretty much that's helping the people on your team be successful, and that helps you, and you earn a bonus from it. So I know that there's a lot of misconception about pyramid schemes, and it's just a scam and all of that stuff. And honestly, if it were a true scam, then the people at the bottom wouldn't be able to earn $1. You know, a true pyramid scheme is when people invest money and there's not a product or service at all. It's just, they spin this idea, you give them all your money, and then you pretty much don't get anything in return at all. So we're definitely not a pyramid scheme. There's over 36 new millionaires just this year from being a coach that'll tell you that we're definitely not a pyramid scheme. So, and those coaches weren't founding members. They weren't people that are at the very top. They're people that, some of those have joined in the last year and a half. There's people that signed up within the last year and are earning 3 times the amount of money as the people at the very top. So it's definitely not only the person at the top that earns money. It is your team and you helping them be successful, and that helps them earn money, and that helps you earn money. So the team cycle bonuses grow very quickly because the way that this works is you'll be a part of a huge team, and everybody kind of works together. And when you work together, then everybody earns money. When you help the people on your team be successful, that helps you earn money. When they help the people on their team be successful, that helps them earn money. And so that does grow very, very quickly, a lot more quick than I thought. Like, there's some weeks that I don't necessarily, sell anything or whatever, and I'm still earning an income because I've helped my team be successful over a period of time, and that money grows. So it's like having a residual income that you'll get regardless if you're helping your team and your people be successful. So anyway, you'll also hit, the company gives you a portion of their profits if you hit a certain income goal, or not an income goal, excuse me, a certain goal, as a coach. There's different levels of that, but you can start earning that very quickly if you work your business, like a business. I just recently earned my first bonus pool, I guess last quarter, and you'll get that every quarter. And some of those bonuses are over $45,000 for a 3-month period. That's just a bonus. That doesn't include your weekly pay or anything like that. So those things get very big very quickly. And if you're working your business, then you have every chance in the world to earn it. So it's amazing. So anyway, so while we're talking about income, I thought I would share some of mine just to see what's possible. And I know that there are people that have signed up after me that are making 10 times the amount of money that I am. This is something that I've grown over time, and all while working full time. So everybody gets in this at different times in their life and different places as far as the amount of time that they can spend on something. And so we understand that. But this is me working 50 hours a week on the road, traveling for work. I'm a mobile home inspector during the day. For those of you that don't know or see me post about it, so I spend a lot of time in my car, so I don't sit behind a desk where I have time to be able to, to do a lot of that stuff. So when I'm at home, I spend a couple hours a night. Now, in the beginning, I would have I'd get home and spend about 30 minutes a day on it, and it just kind of grew. So my first week as a coach, I earned, I thought it was $149.99, but I could be wrong. It may be $129.99 as a first coach. My second week was $140. At 6 months, I was earning $521.88 a week. I didn't put the week right there for some reason. And now, as of last week, I'm earning $1,746 a week as a coach. I signed up in March of 2013. I can also, I have several other examples of income from people that have signed up before me and people that have signed up after me. And if you're consistently working your business, there's no reason in the world that you can't triple that. It's just up to you, and the amount of time that you could spend on it. So on top of the amazing income you get, is the fun stuff. Like, this is the stuff I love. And it's stuff that we get for free. Like, every year we get to go, well, the last 2 years we've gone to Las Vegas. You have the opportunity to earn that trip for free as well. If you hit a couple quick goals right out of the gates, you get that trip for free. I earned that my first year as a coach for free. So we get to go there and have fun in Vegas for, I think it was 5 days we stayed. And you get tons of training. You get to work out with the celebrity trainers. You get to be a part of all the fun, amazing team stuff. Excuse me. They bring in keynote speakers to, teach you and to be a part of it. There's some of us being goofy in Vegas this last year. And we also do like Super Sunday events where we get together locally and we'll have like a training day where we all have a good time and stuff like that. Excuse me, this picture is from me when we went to, I earned a free trip my first year as a coach. I was able to go on a cruise for free for 6 days to the Grand Caymans and Cozumel. I was able to take my husband with me for free, and that's something that, I put that on there to make a point because he was not supportive at all. Like, he was like, I don't think so. I don't know what you're up to. Like, it's, like, he didn't believe in it. He thought I was crazy for even trying. And the minute he got to walk on that big ship and see that it was something that I'd earned and that he didn't have to pay $1 for it, and he got to have a good time, and we'd never gone on a trip together because we could never afford it, or we couldn't have a babysitter or anything like that. So, him getting to be a part of that, it was like, oh my goodness, like, it clicked for him and it started to make sense, and he believed, it was what he needed to see in order to believe in this opportunity in me, I guess, and to see that I was really serious about doing this. So if you have spouses that aren't completely supportive right now, that's okay, because they'll come around. As much as if you stay consistent and if you continue to show up, they'll believe in you as soon as you show up and tell them and show them that you're not going to give up. So anyway, excuse me, my allergies are kicking in. So it was awesome to be able to take him on a free trip. So anyway, Cancun is coming up in April, and that's something that I've already earned. A lot of other coaches have earned it as for free as well. And then we're going to Nashville next July, I guess, and then we'll also be going to LA in January on a free trip. So you get tons of opportunities to earn these free trips. And I thought when I signed up, I saw the girls going to Disney at the time when I first signed up, and I was like, I want to go. Like, that was something that kind of caught my attention that made me want to try. And I thought, oh gosh, there's no way. Like, that's going to be such a hard goal to hit. I'm never going to be able to make it. There's no way. And at that time they had already, gone to Disney, and the next trip was going to be the cruise. And I thought, oh, it's not going to happen for me. Like, I was not believing in it. And when I realized that it was something that I was doing anyway, and those goals that I was hitting were going towards this trip for me, and I was earning points towards it every day for free pretty much, just by doing what I was doing anyway. And I was like, oh my God, like, this stuff really happens for people. Like, I never believed anything cool would happen for me. And when it did, it was just awesome. So anyway, so you still have the opportunity to earn those free trips too. And that's not goals that only, somebody that spends every week an hour on this can earn. It's somebody that, it's something that anybody can earn as long as they put in the work for it. So moving on. So how do you get started? I know we get asked this question a lot. Is it a lot of money to get signed up? What all does it take? And it doesn't take a lot, honestly. There's a couple different options. It's $39.99 to sign up as a coach, and that's the easy way out. You can sign up and you'd be a coach, and that's all there is to it, but you wouldn't have anything to kind of get started on your health journey. If you're a part of military, you get to sign up for free. They waive those fees. And then you'd have a $15.99 a month service fees, or what we call our website fees. It's $15 a month for Beachbody to maintain all 3 websites, keep those updated, where it automatically links to your accounts. You have your full back office, which is our virtual office, we call it, which it's like the hub for your business. Everything is done through there. You don't have to have an office in your house. You don't have to, You don't have to have all kinds of packing supplies or anything like that. All of that's hosted online, and you can log in from anywhere, and it shows you how much money you've earned. It shows you all the trainings are, back there. So they charge $15.99 to do that. And if you can find anywhere else that'll give you 3 websites for less than that, then try, because I've tried and you can't. So those are what it takes to be a coach, pretty much. It's only $39.99. Or you can get started with a challenge pack, and that's always what I suggest. And it's only because you immediately get your workout and you get your Shakeology, which is something you're going to need anyway as a coach. If you're going to be a product of the product, then you're going to need that stuff, and it's only betters you anyway. I mean, you're going to be getting started on your fitness journey, and they waive that $39.99 fee. They don't charge you that fee at all whenever you sign up with the challenge pack. So, I mean, that's pretty much a win-win. I mean, you get your workout and everything. That's something that you may have already been thinking about doing anyway, and you get to do it, sign up or start your own business for free. And I think that's amazing. And if you had the opportunity to listen to some of the stories that we've heard, like at Summit, like our Coach Summit in Vegas, or on some of these trips and stuff like that. And these people are real people that have used this opportunity to build a $1 million business. These people are making $400,000 a year in less than 2 years. These are real people that I know that I've met through this. I mean, like my coach, she, we went to school together. And I never believed that that was even possible with something like this. Like, it's like, yeah, all right, they're not gonna make $400,000. You crazy, And when I've actually seen like the paychecks and seen it for my own eyes and seen what it takes, I'm like, oh my God. And people make a big deal out of the $39.99, sign up fee or something, and understand when things happen. And it's when you're strapped for cash, I understand, because I personally had just gone through a foreclosure. I was living with my in-laws. I know what it was like to be strapped for cash. But I think I ended up selling something maybe on Craigslist, and I think I had some income tax money left over. Like, we just got our income taxes done, and we paid a bunch of stuff, and I think there was a little bit left on that card, and I pieced together money from different places so that I could sign up. And so, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but if you think about it, that money has been paid back tenfold since I've signed up. So, I mean, it is a little bit of an investment, for some people. I understand it's, the time of year and stuff like that. But if you think about what you get back, then I would pay it over. I would pay 3 times as much as I paid to sign up, knowing what I know now. But everybody's different. So the challenge pack, you get everything you need to be a coach. You get your coach startup guide, which is your startup kit, everything. It's got all, some quick start training and stuff like that. It's got a couple discs where it'll show you, it gives you some logo stuff if you want it, and just different information that'll get you your business up and running. Like I said, you get your Shakeology, which is a meal a day, which you could replace. Like, I replaced a meal, so I was saving money on my daily McDonald's runs that I was doing before that. I was spending $6 and $7 a day at McDonald's just in breakfast, and so not including the lunch. So just cutting that out, I actually saved money by being a part of this. And then I lost tons of weight. So it was awesome. So there's different challenge pack options. The 21-day fix is one that is very popular, and a lot of people are having amazing results with, and it's also one of the fairly lower priced ones. If I invited you to this webinar and you want to get started tonight, then message me and I will give you some information. If somebody else invited you, if anybody else, did, be sure you reach out to them and let them know that, hey, I'm ready to get signed up. Like, I'm ready to do this. If you get signed up by tomorrow night at 10 p.m., we put you in a drawing to win a Polar heart rate monitor. I don't know if you're familiar with those, but the little watches that everybody wears when they work out that shows like the calorie rate and your heart rate and stuff like that. So they're super fun when you're working out to kind of track your progress and stuff like that. So anybody that's on Team Motivation Nation and signs up as a coach with the challenge pack by tomorrow night, you get in the drawing, and I may even throw in a couple more, freebies for those if you are ready to get signed up. So that's pretty much all I have for tonight. And like I said, if you were on and you liked it or had any questions or anything like that, you can jump on my page and ask some questions if I didn't clear those up for you. If they're, like I said, if somebody else invited you and you saw this on their page, be sure to reach out to to them and let them know that you were on and if you had any questions or anything like that. And thank you guys so much for being a part of this. And I apologize for any technical issues that may have come up because I'm still learning and we will get it all together eventually. So thank you so much. And I want to see if I'm out of this. I don't know. So we will see. Okay, stop sharing. I think I'm gonna stop. Okay, so breathe. I made it through, and like I said, I am gonna jump off, and I hope you guys had an awesome, you were able to listen, and you're having an awesome night. And I hope that everybody that was a part of this is ready to do this because it is amazing and it will change your life like it has all of ours. And you can join in on all the fun that we're having. So see y'all later. Have a good night.